everyone, this is Master Max88 and welcome back to a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's. I know it's been an eternity since my last video about this incredible visual novel, but we're finally back to continue the story today as Nightfox Works just sent me the latest version of the game, version 4.0, which actually allows us to reach the ending of this visual novel. And now what you have to understand is that there's several endings to this game. So there's going to be a lot more content coming on this channel about this visual novel, Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire, so stay tuned to see all of it. What I'm planning to do is continue my casual playthrough of the game, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to show you how to get the true ending of a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's. You have to do a lot of specific things in order to unlock the true ending, so definitely stay tuned to see all of that. And of course, a huge thank you once again to Nightfox for sending me the latest version of this game. It's always a pleasure and always incredibly fun to continue the story of this game. It's incredibly fascinating and thrilling to be part of it and to see where it's going. So, of course, my main focus, as always, is going to be Chiku. So, going forward, that's really what I'm going to continue to do in my casual playthrough. So, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I'm just going to load right here, Night 9. Or actually, the completed version of Night 9. Where I'm going to continue is Night 10. That's where I left off in my last video. And if you need to refresh your memory, I would strongly recommend for you to take a look at my playlist of a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's. You're going to see everything that happened up until this point in my playlist, which will be linked in the video description, so definitely don't hesitate to take a look at it. But all that said, let's get back into it, and let's continue this wonderful story. I return home to a wonderful meal of waffles and strawberries as prepared by Zero. As I enjoy her cooking, I can't help but wonder, how did she make the waffles? I don't have a waffle iron. Perhaps it's best that I not question these things, and Zero once again being the MVP in this visual novel. Zero has been just incredible. It really makes me appreciate her character a lot more playing this here. Zero insists on handling the cleanup despite me offering to help out. That gives me time to do some research before bed. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my research on local missing persons. We're getting close to figure out exactly who is behind the Mary animatronic, like who embodies the Mary animatronic. I continue to research local crimes and missing persons. We haven't quite made it there yet, but I feel one more research should be good enough to figure out who Mary is. Once I fall asleep, my dreams are hazy and more like nightmares. I feel like I'm running from something. Something that, if it catches me, means my end. Possibly Smith. I keep looking back over my shoulder in the dreamscape, but see nothing but the swirling mists of inky darkness. Yet, I can feel freezing cold claws reaching out, just barely missing my skin, as I keep running. I wake with a jolt, covered in cold sweat and out of breath. Zero is at my side, concerned. Is everything alright? You were writhing about. Was it a nightmare? Yeah, a pretty vivid one too. Been a while since I've had one like that. Will you be okay? Is there anything I can do to help? I'll be fine in a few moments. Just have to let the initial wave of shock wash off. Alright, if you're sure, just summon me if you need anything. I get up, hit the shower, and check the news with extra free time. Of note, the weather report shows that there will be a storm system moving through the area the night of Halloween into November 1st. If ever there was a good time to attempt to get into Mr. Smith's office in the server room, it would be during a thunderstorm, when the power might go out. That way the girls will have more control over themselves, and most of the security systems will be running on backup power. As part of my paranormal research, I know there is a ritual to summon a thunderstorm. Thankfully, we've researched the paranormal enough to know that. However, I lack the components for such. I'll have to find a magic store that carries them. With nothing else to do tonight before work, I just have to handle the usual conundrum. And so begins night 10. Right around Halloween. Very interesting. All the girls are active tonight when I step inside the club. Frenni, Chikufexa, and Bonfi are all practicing on stage, while Mary is manning the bar. I wave to each, but don't linger on my way to check out whatever task list Smith has left for me tonight. Good thing I didn't waste any time. Smith's left me a lengthy set of notes. We're about to hit the big leagues, kid. I've got potential investors coming in 5 days. If all goes well, we'll be taking this operation across the country. And that means you'll be getting a raise and a promotion. It won't be easy finding night guards like you that understand not to mess with the animatronics, but that's a future problem. For now, we've got to get this club looking the best it can to really wow the investors. There should be a second note underneath this one. Get to it. Sure enough, there is a list of tasks, longer than any he's given me so far. First one is deep clean the VIP booths. Second says scrub the dance floor, and then we have clean and prepare the pizzeria. I'm going to be very happy to do that one. Help Mary stock the bar, adjust the sound system to correct equalization, clean the staff locker room, and of course, once again, do not mess with the animatronics. Making sure my gloves are on, I set to work. I might as well hit up the courts in the morning, as I'll need to change my name to Mr. Clean with how thorough I am. By the time I'm finished, there's not a single speck on the UV light, and everything smells faintly of roses. But the real reward for my attention to detail comes in the form of finding a thumb drive buried in the cushions of one of the booths. It is labeled with the name Barwald and is attached to a keyring with the logo of Waterfall Institute. If I correctly recall what Frenni said when I freed her, Barwald has been partners with Smith since college. Barwald does the coding and monitoring software for the girls, which means this USB stick could hold valuable data I can look through. For now, I pocket the USB stick to investigate at home. In any event, I hope that Smith isn't going to make me deep clean the VIP booths every night. It's kind of disgusting. Or at least that Smith controls the VIP area better during tomorrow's day shift. I wrap up my work in the VIP area and move into cleaning the dance floor. With the girls practicing and Mary manning the bar, I have plenty of distractions while I clean the dance floor. Scrubbing takes me longer than I expect, yet I still finish without losing too much time staring at the stage or glancing over at Mary. It's not the best clean in the world, especially compared to the magic I worked upstairs, but it will do for now. Next, I move to the pizzeria. It's thankfully cleaner than everywhere else in the club. Of course, Chiku is very clean. Hygiene is very important to her. Chiku is an angel, so, you know, she can't do any wrong. That's probably because the day chef actually takes pride in his work and keeps a sterile environment, despite it being a secret pizza-making operation. I don't have to do all that much to freshen the place up and prepare the pizza ingredients for the next day shift. I'm on my way back up the secret lift when I hear the sound system screech and cut out mid-song. I poke my head out from around the stage curtain and see the girls checking their instruments and microphones. Is everything alright? I believe there's a glitch in the sound system, Mr. Black. Mind resetting it while you're back there? Sure thing. The sound system seems like a wall of alien hieroglyphics at first glance. I don't get to say that word every day. Then I noticed the various colors coding and strips of light that match up with the instructions that Smith left. One power cycle and several adjusted knobs later, the sound system clicks back to life. Try it now. Frenni tries a quick hum into a microphone, then the tone carries cleanly throughout the club at perfect pitch and volume. Excellent job, Mr. Black. Thank you. Let's make up for lost time, girls. That just leaves 2 tasks for me tonight. Helping Mary and cleaning the locker room. Oh, and not messing with the animatronics, but that's a given. As I approach the bar, Mary is doing the bartender classic of cleaning glasses with a rag. Gotta respect traditions. So Mary, anything in particular you need me to snag from the back room? Let's see. I need 3 bags of ice, 2 bottles of vodka, and a syrup box of cola. Well, you got it. The bottles of vodka and syrup box are easy enough to cart between rooms. The bags of ice, though, require me to go into the walk-in freezer. There's no handle or way of getting out of the freezer once you're inside, and the door closes. That is kind of scary. That's, the prospect of that is, yeah, a bit intimidating. Make sure to prop open the door with something to prevent me being locked in the freezer by accident. Chica would save us. Chica would save us. Let's not be scared here. Hang on. If I can lure Mary into the freezer somehow and seal the door behind her, she'd be stuck in here until someone let her out. And if I remember what Frenni said last night, should power go out and you were not present or unable to be located, I would become the highest authority in the building. Otherwise, I can only heavily suggest where the girls should go. That means when the power goes out, I can hide somewhere long enough for Frenni to gain authority over Mary. Then Frenni could order Mary into the freezer. It's genius! Of course, I'd like to free Mary if I can, so I don't have to trap her in the freezer. At least now I have a plan for Mary moving forward. Bit of a evil plan, to say the least. I feel like it's kind of evil to trap her in the freezer, but it takes what it takes. I try not to smile too much as I deliver the requested bags of ice to Mary. My good mood still leaks through as Mary picks up on it. You seem happier than when you started. Does carting around bags of ice do it for you? Because if it does, Mary picks up an ice cube and does things to it. I'm pretty sure violates the Geneva Convention. Alright? I remain resolute in the face of seduction. This isn't the first time one of the girls tried something like this. I'm a pro at controlling my impulses by now. Nah, just like the cold in general. Amen to that. Amen to that. I really do appreciate the cold myself. Anyway, if that's all, I've got one last thing to do before I'm finally done with all my tests for tonight. Excuse me. Fine. Just go do your thing. Cleaning the staff locker room is a cakewalk compared to what I've cleaned so far tonight. I finished my last task in less than half an hour. As I'm putting things away in the janitor closet, I'm treated to the sight of Frenni heading for one of the showers. Why isn't it Chiku? Frenni makes eye contact with me and winks after turning on the water. I check the door, then move over to explain my plan for Mary and the freezer in a hushed tone. Frenni doesn't verbally reply, instead she nods, purposefully while maintaining eye contact. Before I go, I hang up a towel for Frenni, so least I can do. But I gotta remain professional here. By the time I finally sit down at the security room desk, it's nearly the end of my shift. I kinda wish I had more time to interact with the girls tonight, but I can't disappoint Smith by leaving a task unfinished. Smith will get his eventually. Soon, my shift comes to an end. I've made it through another night somehow. And that completes night 10. This one was very, very straightforward. Very straightforward. Apart from the research at the beginning, there really wasn't a whole lot of options. You just go through the night doing your tasks. I suppose the night would probably change a little bit based upon some decisions you made before in the game. But as I said, I'm just continuing my casual playthrough, and that is what my casual playthrough looks like. But there will be a lot more that I'm going to show when it comes to this game. As I've mentioned, I'm going to show you guys the true ending, and I'm going to show you how to unlock everything in the gallery. Hopefully I'm going to figure things out and show you how to unlock everything in there. Now, because I'm on YouTube, I'm not going to open up the gallery and show what's in there. It's pretty saucy, pretty spicy. For now, that's going to be it for a fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's. I just wanted to get back on track when it comes to this visual novel. It's been such an incredibly long period of time since I've got to play this visual novel that I just wanted to ease people back into it, and to also let everyone know that now there's going to be a lot more content, okay? There's going to be a lot more coming your way, so you really want to stay tuned. You might want to support Nightfox Works, the genius behind this visual novel, on Patreon. If you haven't yet, you might want to take a look at his Patreon page. That's going to be linked in the video description. You can take a look at my own Patreon page to see a bunch of uncensored videos and to help me in these uncertain times on YouTube. I've really been in hot waters when it comes to YouTube, so all the support on Patreon is greatly appreciated. You can also join the Great Legion's Discord server. That doesn't cost you anything, and it's always good to have people join my server. And yeah, that's really gonna be it for now. I just wanted to complete Night 10, let people get back in this series. Take a look at my whole playlist of a Fortnite of Frenni Fazclaire's if you want to refresh your memory about everything that's happened up until this point. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's really gonna be it for me. I feel like this video is long enough already. I didn't want it to be too long, so I'm gonna stop it here, and I'll see you in the next part of a Fortnite of Frenni Fazclaire. So stay tuned for that, and until then, as always, take it away!